Hey guys, how's it going? Here's the draft you were playing last time. It's just the deck to remind you guys we were playing blue-black, rogues deck. Oh, we have a pretty good record. Last time it didn't go so well. We got handed our first two losses and now we're in a sudden death situation with 3-2. So let's see how far we can get in this draft, hopefully all the way. Alright, here we go. This is an acceptable opening hand. Wizard class, if we draw one more land, Soul Knife Spy on 3 is really good. Reaper's Talisman's also pretty good, and you'll notice we have two Eyes of the Beholder in our hands. For those of you who might have missed last episode, go check it out, I'll put it in the corner up there. But we did switch out our Aberrant Mind Sorcerer for just a second copy of Eyes. This is kind of a bad situation where we get stuck with two 6-drop removal spells in our opening hand. It's not the best, but it is what it is. At least we have removal for when we get enough land. And a 2-drop, that's perfect. It was a tough decision between Wizard class versus Talisman, but the Talisman actually combos really well with Spy or even Hexblade here. So this feels like a pretty good play, and getting the Wizard class down with the bonus mana is great. Talisman is so good. Not only does it give your creature Death Touch, which prevents it from being blocked easily, but the Drain 2 life is super great, and with our rogues, we want to be swinging in for combat damage anyway, so it's a really nice enabler for it. Apprentice is just the best mana efficient play here. Plus we can start getting some Venture going. Additionally, they have a 2-3 now as a blocker, so they could block Hexblade if we swing in. We will get a trade because it does Death Touch when it attacks, but we might just be better off putting the Talisman on the Apprentice because they can't block that, so we're guaranteed to do 4 damage. 2 off the Apprentice and then 2 off the Drain effect. And gain some life as well. I think this is probably our best line of play. The Hexblade doesn't really give us a good blocker against their attackers, and especially with that torch. They have some big guys. Ooh, Cleric is pretty good for them. We can get rid of our Wizard class. We didn't even get the draw 2 cards value off of it. That's not good, it's kind of a waste. Because the Wizard class L1 almost never matters. They know maximum hand size. So, yeah, kind of a waste, but oh well. Let's see if we can still win. The Drain 2 life is doing so much work here. Look at us, we're still back at 20 life despite them having big attackers. Ooh, that containment is not great for us, but I mean, I guess opponent put it on the Apprentice because they might not have good way to deal with flyers, especially in red-white. But we still have Talisman, which is good for us. Ooh, disabling our Soul Knife Spy is kind of mean. The card draw off of that would have been so good. Do we block here? We could jump the Dungeoneer. The problem with blocking the Goblin, even though it's a 1-1, its ability lets it do 1 damage to the creature that blocks it, so it wouldn't have been a good block for us anyway. At least we get to use the treasure for some value with Hexblade here, which is pretty nice. Shortcut Seeker is a pretty nice blocker, but maybe we want to go in for the attack here. It's kind of a suicidal attack because they can easily block it with the Stalker, but the Death Touch is pretty nice. At least we get to trade for it. And the draining 2 life is slowly gonna kill them. A 1-3, okay. Oh, a 2-3, that's a pretty good blocker for us by now. They are going through this Dungeon of the Mad Mage quite quickly, and they have a 4-5 attacker, but at least the Drain 2 is helping us not fall too far behind. I think it's just time for us to trade off for the Goblin here. Ooh, Ray of Frost is not bad, we can lock down the Dungeoneer. They could just move over the torch, but it's not like we have better play, right? Could play Shortcut Seeker, which is an okay blocker. Question is, can we afford to swing in here? They have a really nice blocker for it in their Cleric. And the problem is if they do trade, they get a really nice swing back potentially with their double equipments. So, triple equipment. So yeah, that would have been pretty bad for us. It's a good thing didn't attack there, but they have another nice big attacker swinging in at us. That's the problem with equipment decks. Lock down one of the creatures, they can just move everything to another smaller dude and make it a threat as well. Oh, this is looking kind of tough. We just need one more land and then we can at least get value of our Eyes of the Beholder. These 4-drops are also not bad as blockers. Let's see if they trade here. Okay, they decide to trade, not bad. You can throw down the Merchant, use it to draw some cards, potentially. The other hand, Seeker is a bigger body, so it blocks better. And it synergizes with the Talisman. Because it does the drain and the Dead Touch means it'll trade well. It's not likely to die. Opponent is putting all their equipment here on this this one creature though, the Disciple. We have good blocks for it, so let's see if they have a way to deal 1 damage. Okay. That was interesting. I mean, if we Eyes of the Beholder, the Disciple here, I think that's pretty good for us, right? We can get a blocker. The Goblin has a blocker just in case. Did I miss lethal with Talisman? No, that would have drained 2, so we would have still been 1 away. So I think this is fair. And now let's see what they do. Ooh, Elemental is pretty good for them. Might have to sack the token. Yep. Has to be the token. I think we have to keep Talisman to get us lethal. Right? Can't sack a land because we needed the Eyes of the Beholder and the Disciple. Can we sack the Shortcut Seeker? No. We definitely need the Shortcut Seeker. But we definitely have to get rid of their attacker there. So no attacks on them. Well, we could Eyes the Earthcut Elemental. I don't think it gives us lethal here, but at least they don't have blocks. So actually it does give us lethal because of Dark Pool. Completely forgot about that venture. Nice. I was just gonna count on getting the 2 through and next turn we just get lethal with Talisman, regardless of whether they block or not, so. But well, the venture is pretty nice. Okay, here we go into the next game. We have Flag, Rattlag, Shortcut Seeker. Not a terrible hand distribution, but it's not the best hand. You don't have a 2-drop to put Fly on. We don't have the double blue for Rattlag, so we need to draw into a second island for this to be an okay hand, and that's a swamp. That's not a great start. I mean, if nothing else, we have Shortcut Seeker on 4, but that's so slow. Let's see if opponent has a play on turn 3. They already have their Pixie Guide out, so maybe they're in the dice rolling deck. Ooh, at least we have our double islands now for Rattlags next turn. Let's see what response opponent has for this. Oh, they're just gonna bounce it. That's kind of annoying. Just time walked us. Oh yeah, the double die rolls. GT wins here is also really good because since it's a 3-3, we don't kill, we could be of dealing with it. You can just do Shortcut Seeker and put Fly on it. Mana efficient and it blocks the Windseer, but it doesn't kill any of their flyers unless we can grow it. Kinda sucks. And if they have another bounce spell, we just wasted our Fly. Oh, there we go. That's an expensive bounce spell though. 5 mana. They're getting in the beatdown though. I don't know if we'll be able to stabilize here. Ooh, at least yeah, we can lock down the Windseer with 3 of Frost. Get the Seeker back. We've played this guy 3 times now. I wonder how many bounce spells the opponent is stuffed into their deck. They might just be like a Blue Flyers tempo deck. That used to be a pretty popular deck in Standard back back when, was it Dominaria? I think it was Ixalan times, right? With Tempest Gen and Siren Storm Daemar. Opponent is thinking. Opponent in blue-white, yeah, it makes sense that they would be in a Flyers deck. Blue-white has, I think, most of the Flyers. At least that common. Ooh, that's an interesting card, but doesn't feel like a very good card unless, you know, your opponent happens to have a big bomb rare. But it is 6 mana, that's so expensive. Wouldn't you rather just like always guaranteed play like a 5/6 or 6/6 or something? I mean, even in blue we have like Air Elemental, which is probably good enough, right? That's like most of the time it's better than that card. Oh, another bounce, wow. Opponent really playing all the bounce spells. I'm gonna have to play Shortcut Seeker 4th time here. The opponent does get to get advantage of our Shortcut Seeker though. Gonna start venturing here. Alright, what's our play next turn? We have 6 mana. So that's enough for eyes if you want to get rid of a threat. Alternatively, we could play the Fang Blade and Grapple Axe. Even the Hex Blade here is not bad. But yeah, Grapple Axe and Fang Blade with Guild Thief will be pretty nice. You draw a card and put a thing on it. And now with 4 mana, you just play out Shortcut Seeker. It was good to sequence it that way, because if you draw the land, it can be more efficient. Oh, come on. Opponent has all the answers this game. They're still at 19 life. This might be a tough game. Well, at least they put it on Grathlax rather than Guild Thief. I might have put it on Guild Thief, honestly. Grathlax is not even that big of a threat. Guild Thief can get out of control if they don't have a way down. Especially now that we're in the late game and we have the mana to just keep making it unblockable. The question is, do we want to put Apprentice down here? Yeah, we get the Venture anyway. I guess if you had played Hexblade, we could have got to draw a card, sacking the treasure, but this is fine. We already have 7 lands, so we definitely don't need another one. Need more stuff to play. Opponent also sitting on 7. Ooh, a Talisman is a really nice draw. Equip Talisman on Guild Thief and then make it unblockable. That's gonna be an incredible attack. Could put an Apprentice as well to get the flyer damage through, but I think Guild Thief overall is gonna be a faster clock. This is 5 damage plus we drain 2, so that's great. And it's just gonna keep growing every turn unless opponent finds an answer. Alright, looks like opponent decides to give up. I mean, I can't blame them. Guild Thief basically put them on a 2-turn clock there. Alright, getting the wins. So, how much are we at now? Wow, 5-2, not bad. So we've at least broken even, because the entry fees are 1500 gems and that's 1600 for 5 wins. So, and plus we get the 4 packs, which is pretty nice. So let's see how far we can take this. Can we go all the way to 7? Alright, let's see if we can grab our 6th win here. That looks like an okay opening hand, a bit on the expensive side again. At least we have a 3-drop in Skullport though. And we have 4 in Seeker, Frost Giant at 5. 6-drop even. So now all we need to do is draw lands. And it'll be set. Lightfoot Rogue is kind of scary. It looks like opponent also in blue-black, just like us. Let's see who has the better blue-black deck. Yeah, but Lightfoot Rogue is a scary attacker. It's gonna be really hard to block that with, even with Skullport Merchant. Especially if they get good rolls on it. Yep, like that. 3-1 Death Touch. Actually, I'm pretty sure it always gets Death Touch. The only thing that differs is how much power it gets off the roll. I think 1 to 9 is no power, and then 10 to 19 is +1, and then 20 is like +2 or +3 and first strike. That's the god roll. Oh, come on. This guy also running bounce spells. What's up with all these blue deck running bounce spells? I mean, I guess it works well for the rogue tempo plan, but honestly, I don't know if it's that useful, to be honest. We've been doing fine without them so far, right? We don't run any bounce. We run extremely expensive removal instead. Yeah, I don't think I want to trade my 2/5 for their 2/1 Death Toucher. I would trade it for Fangblade. Okay, we're at 5 mana now, so at least that was a good draw. Through Merchant here, we can use the mana of the treasure to play Fangblade, which I'm not opposed to. It's a good blocker for Giant, and we can trade Merchant for the Rogue, or even Fangblade for the Rogue. It's not bad. They do have Thieves' Tools to make the Rogue unblockable though, which is kinda scary. Oh, seriously, they have removal for Fangblade? Okay, we don't have any good blocks anymore. The Shortcut Seeker still blocks Frost Giant, okay. But yeah, it just makes more sense for them to keep it 4 blocks anyway. Oh, seriously? You have to hit the 20? Now we have no good blocks. You have to sacrifice a creature or take 5. And I don't think we can afford to take 5 here. We're down to 13 already. Man. To play our own Frost Giant to block maybe? Yeah, that's gonna be tough. We could attack with Shortcut Seeker. If they block with Frost Giant, then we could Manticore. They actually want that land for Beholder and Eyes of the Beholder. Maybe we can keep up 4 mana next turn for Manticore. I don't know how we're gonna make it work. Yeah, the unblockable rogue is tough. Honestly, having Thieves' Tools in our deck might have been pretty good for our rogues, because most of our rogues are under 2 power. Getting them through for damage would have been really useful. We can't Eyes the Beholder the Frost Giant because it has Ward. Could go Baleful Beholder and actually get rid of Charm Sleep. Which is super nice because at least we get untap with the Fangblade. That's not a line I thought I would use. I completely forgot we have the Enchantment Sacrifice in there. There have been previous games we could have done something against Minimus Containment, but honestly we just have 1 Beholder in the deck, so relying on it is not the best idea. But the opponent has us on the clock here. They can even drain us with the Herald here if they get 6 mana. There's still 1 land away though, which is I guess good news for us. Okay, we could play something here. We could play Removal, get rid of their Herald. Could swing here. Beholder trades 1 for 1 if they double block. Fangblade trades 1 for 1 because of Death Touch. I'm okay with this. Shortcut Seeker is also worth sending in case they decide to block it, and then we can get a kill with Manticore. If they do block Shortcut Seeker with Frost Giant, it is difficult because we pay 4 for Manticore and we have to pay the ward cost, which is I think 3. But we have the 7 mana for it now, so maybe it's worth it. Pretty risky play, but it could be blowout in our favor. If opponent doesn't block, then we just get value from our rogue, so it's not bad either. Alright, opponent does what we expected. Blocking the Shortcut Seeker with the Giant. Giving us Venture value, which is nice. We'll get the Goblin as a blocker. And I think Manticoring the Frost Giant here, while expensive, is gonna have to be the play. Because it's a pretty big blocker. And it's not like we have a better outlet for the 3 mana. Ooh, opponent has a Deadly Dispute. That's good value for them. Draw 2 plus make a treasure. Man. Maybe they'll find an answer. Something to get even more damage through. Yeah, the problem is we can't block their Lightfoot Rogue as long as it has power 3 or less with the Thieves' Tools. So the only way for us to block it actually now is if they get a critical hit again with that 5-1. Oh, not Blue Dragon, come on. Now they have a flyer? And they get the reduced power of 3 of our creatures, which completely ruins our blocks. And attacks. Well, at least it's a good thing we held on to this Eyes of the Beholder. It killed the dragon, otherwise a 5-5 in the air would have been really hard to deal with. Might just have to sack the token here. Take the 2 damage because unblockable. Right, so you have to answer this dragon, there's no option. Could wait for their turn, but I guess if we do it now, we might get to attack. But then again, our creatures have 0 power, so you won't have good blocks, right? But we're on a clock from this Lightfoot Rogue anyway, so I guess we have to do it this way. Put them down to 3, put them down to 2. Okay, and go up to 8. So we can potentially turn the tables on them. We're much wider than they are, so unless they can spring up some blockers or kill some stuff, could be in a good spot here. So they can activate Herald. Ooh, if they get a good roll on the Rogue and then activate Herald to make us lose more life. Actually, can they be close to lethal? I think so. Rogue can go up to 5, unblockable. Actually, no, if they go up to 5, then we can block it. So max it can go up to 3, unblockable. I don't think Herald of Adar can 5 damage, so I think we're safe from lethal on board. Unless they have a combat trick in hand. Do we block here? I think we have to block the Herald. Block it with our Fang Blade, the Death Touch should kill it. Okay, they decide to activate, makes sense. Get it for the damage, you're down to 4. But now they don't have blockers, so this should be GG. Whew. Alright, got the win. 6-2, alright. One more game to go. Is it gonna be the 7 wins here? Should be interesting. We're 1 win or 1 loss away, so 1 game away from finishing. So we'll have to see how it turns out. Hopefully we can make all the way to 7 wins. I mean, I didn't think this deck could make it, honestly, but it's honestly been surprising. Some cards definitely been outperforming their potential. Some cards have been disappointing. Like Rathalax has been less useful than I thought he would be. But I think I'm gonna cut it here. See you guys in the next one.